Yeah. 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 You're dead. Yeah.
Huh? Shit.
Sod off.
Good God. What happened to your clothes?
Mistress Bauer,
What is it you need?
I've come to ask something of you.
Have you? And just who are you, young man?
That doesn't matter. The important thing is that I want to help you and your husband.
I admit that I'm a little confused. You've come to ask me something, but at the...
I want to ask you not to confess to the vicar. Just take your husband and get out of here while there's still time.
I have no idea why you're so taken with my fate, or how you found out about my intentions. But I'll tell you one thing. Changing my mind is out of the question. I won't betray my faith, nor my brothers in Christ.
But now you've got a chance to escape. Surely...
I won't oppose God's will for me.
For heaven's sake, woman! If it were God's will you should burn, it would have happened a long time ago.
You can't know that.
And don't you think the investigation is dragging on a bit? Do you think nobody in the village speaks badly of you? Don't fool yourself. Those old people from the farm who keep to themselves, they're ripe for denouncing, aren't they? And yet nobody's come to arrest you so far. It may just be that God is giving you time to get away.
You may be right, but I can't lie. It's against all my teaching.
You won't have to lie if you're never asked any questions. Just leave. You can preach elsewhere. I'm sure you have lots of friends who'd love to take you in.
But I don't want to run.
No one wants to run away, but sometimes we have no choice. If you run, your faith will live on. That must mean something.
You're right. I shouldn't give in so easily. I've just grown so weary of the endless persecution.
You should pack up and run away as soon as you can. The vicar might get here any minute.
Thank you.
Don't delay.
Goodbye.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Good day to you.
I found them.
Pardon me?
I found the heretic.
Really? And who are they?
The Bauer family, and they're in...
Well, I expect you to give me some evidence.
I found that place the captive heretic talked about. It took a bit of asking around, but I learned it belongs to the Bauer. And then all I had to do was go there.
What of it?
Nothing at all. The farm was deserted. Not a living soul anywhere.
Ha! They fled. So they are heretics.
What will you do, Monsignor?
It's not the first time the devil's spawn has fled from me. I'll do the same as all. Don't worry. They won't get far. Good luck to you.
Yeah. Hey!
What do you... Good health to you.
Farewell.
You've no business here. Clear off.
Show what you're made of! Yeah.
Look out!
Jesus Christ, be... Good luck to you.
I've taken care.
Have you brought me...
Here it is.
I'm delighted to hear it. I've received another report. Some folk were ambushed by the Talbot Creek on the way towards Ujits.
Very well. I'll take a look there. I have some
Show me. They deserved it.
Can you teach me?
Certainly.
I'd like to.
All right. Now.
I'd like.
Sir.
I'd like.
All right. Goodbye. Now, clear off.
God be with you, Henry.
Stop that. What in God's name are you doing?
All right, enough.
Someone reported you were... Well, you won't forget this in a hurry.
Look.
Well...
The Lord be praised. Can I be of service to you, Sir Divish? I've heard...
Henry, you've come at just the right moment. I sent a man to Pribyslavitz. My locator, Marius.
Just the right moment to pick your locks.
You're planning to resettle the village?
Yes,
What's a locator?
a land allocator. I charged him with checking on the condition of the settlement to see if we can start rebuilding it.
Why Pribyslavitz, of all places?
Because it's been lying fallow and falling into ruin since it was sacked by Havelmetic years ago. It's about time that changed.
Well, it should be safe there now. We trounced that rabble on the battlefield.
Yes, and that's why I sent my master locator there. However, he should have been back long since.
If you've no objection, I could go and look for him.
I'd appreciate that. He probably just got delayed. But I'd be happier if you checked it out. Farewell.
Farewell.
Who's there?
Where is Robert or whatever the heck his name is?
Look out! Huh?
Good.
Are you looking for...
God's...
I'd like to find out about the poachers.
What about them?
Well, I wondered if...
Tom of the Baths was mouthing off.
I'd like to find...
What? Goodbye.
Have you looked into that matter of the boundary dispute?
I have. I don't care much for Straka myself, sir. But in this case, I think it would be best.
To heal, Mutt.
Jesus Christ.
I'd like...
Certainly.
I'd like to...
All right. Now...
I'd like...
Sir,
I want to...
you can't become a master overnight.
Well... I'd like... I'm interested...
Wouldn't you rather...
Well... Can you... I want to...
You can't become a master...
Well...
Wow. In the sunny weather, the glint of your armor will dazzle everyone so much that you'll be taken for a noble knight and get charisma bonus. The more plate armor components you wear, the higher the bonus. Charisma bonus. Well worn. You're able to equip your armor, weapons, and other items so cleverly that are 1/3 lighter than they actually weigh in inventory. Well, this will be useful.
Myra's. See you later.
Bro, Wells, this idiot.
Good morning.
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who...
If you ask me, there's some questions best left unanswered. But go and see Olener if you're determined.
I mean...
And what is... I'm sure you'll... God be with you. God bless.
What have we here?
Jesus Christ.
I'd like...
God bless.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
My humble greeting.
I hear there's been trouble with...
I don't have time to talk to strangers.
I'm here to find out about the poachers.
Well, ask away.
I heard you were yelling in the tavern that you were off...
Look here. I don't know who you are, but you...
I will, don't you worry.
What? Nothing. It was just the beer talking. I got pissed and started spouting shit.
Maybe not. That'll do me.
What the hell was that?
Who's there? What's that?
Greeting.
I heard there...
If only if it was just poachers. It's that sorcerer Hare. He's the one who's been running amok.
Tell me something about...
That was all years ago. He turned up here one day. He claimed up at the castle to be a nobleman's son, and so he got the office of Master Huntsman, and Margaret was promised him for his wife. Nobody could have...
And how...
Well, he was able to vanish into thin air in the forest right in front of folk. And I've heard it said he spoke to...
That doesn't sound very...
That's because you've not seen his marksmanship. It wasn't natural, the things he could do with that bow of his. They say he sold his soul for the gift of it.
I see. How did it go with Margaret?
I'm not one to gossip, but she was a flighty lass in her younger years. She could never make up her mind which one she wanted, the Hare or Nicholas. So in the end, fate decided for her.
What do you mean?
Oh, that was quite something. And then some on top of it. Sir Henry of Lipa was visiting here at the castle, and Hare snapped his guardsman's neck with his bare hands. Of course, they found him out. But how do you keep a sorcerer under lock and key? You can't. That's your answer. And that Satan's spawn slipped the net.
Oh, well. Any idea what...
No one knows, and most likely never will.
Was he actually seen killing the guardsman?
I suppose so. Else they'd hardly know who did it.
There is one other... Who does Hare...
Master Huntsman Nicholas, of course. When the Hare disappeared.
So Nicholas came out of...
That one always knew how to land on...
Has anyone actually seen this Hannikin Hare? He seems to exist only as a bogeyman to frighten naughty children.
Oh, he exists all right. But he flits around in the forest like a shadow. They won't be catching him anytime soon. But Blacksmith's Betty heard some of their goings-on in the woods.
Goings-on?
cavorting and raising hell. Sorcery! Hare meets up with his sorcerer's apprentices, and they feast in the clearing in the woods. In the morning, they turn into ravens and scatter. Or so she says. But you'll have to ask Betty for more. Who knows what she saw? Or what she was doing there with them?
Very well. Tell me something.
Ah, that was all years ago. He claimed up at the castle to...
Well, I should be going.
Not at all.
God be with you.
So ask.
Thanks.
May the Lord watch over you.
Greetings. Good luck then.
Hey, is someone there?
Good health to you.
I've got a few questions about these poachers.
So ask.
I heard you saw something.
That's right.
Can you describe what you...
It was after dark, I remember that. I went up past the castle along by the clearing, and I saw someone had lit a fire, and there were figures singing and dancing, and I could hear the whistling of a pipe. And I could smell roast meat. It was like a feast of some sort. Only I thought maybe it was some...
Did you recognize anyone there?
No. Like I said, it was dark.
Did you hear any familiar voices?
No. But I heard girls...
Where is the clearing?
A short walk north of the castle. There's a track past the woodcutter's camp.
Thanks. What do you make of this poaching that's been going on?
It's clear as day. Hannikin Hare's back. And putting those antlers on Nicholas's house? Well, we all know what that means, don't we? It's the sign of a cuckold, you mark my words.
You mean to say his wife's cheating on?
All I'm saying is she might be feeling that...
Well, you're the first who's certain of Hare's return.
Well, now, I wouldn't say I'm completely sure. I suppose some other mischief maker could have done it, but better...
Stop trying to wriggle out of it. Do you realise who I am?
Not really.
But you know who Razer Cobbler is, right?
Of course.
I'm his right-hand man, and I'm helping the huntsman catch the poachers. So, I'm not someone you should be messing around.
All right, I'll tell you what I know.
I'll do what I can, but I need to let him know what I discover.
It's to do with Margaret, his wife. They say it's all...
Keep going.
I know full well Hare's here, because Margaret admitted as much.
What did she tell you?
That he waited in the woods till she came by and they exchanged some words. Words was all she told me. Who knows what they actually got up to?
And what did they speak about?
I don't know. But if Nicholas knew they'd met, he'd most...
You're sure she wasn't saying it in...
Oh, no. Margaret wouldn't joke about...
Do you think Hare really...
Who knows the truth of it now? I did find it all a bit odd. Hare never was much of a hothead. But then... And Margaret never wanted to speak of it. Wouldn't hear a...
Who are you?
Well, you're the first who's certain of...
Well, now, I wouldn't...
You were singing a different song.
So?
It's nothing to you, but I'm helping.
Oh.
Well, now you know. And you also know not to keep anything from me.
All right, I'll tell you what I know. But promise not to tell...
I'll do what I can, but I need to let him know what I discover.
It's to do with Margaret.
Keep going.
I know full well, Hare.
What did she tell you?
That he waited in the woods till she came...
And what did they speak?
I don't know.
You're sure she was...
Oh, no.
Who's this?
Hannikin Hare? There was a time he was master huntsman here, and Margaret was set to be his wife. But then he got...
So what's the story between Hare and Margaret?
It was complicated. He wanted her, and she wanted him too, I reckon. At least for a while. But then she hitched up with Nicholas, and now she says she never had a thought of wedding Hannikin Hare.
So what went on between Hare and the huntsman?
Those two? There was no love lost between them from the moment Hare arrived. And then Margaret got involved. It was a messy business.
That's all I need.
Good luck, then.
God,
I'd like to ask you about Hannah.
I'm sorry, but I really...
The thing is, every time I spoke to someone about...
But I don't.
You aren't to blame for anything, is that it? Well, I am willing to believe you, but you do know more...
Very well. You're right.
How were things between you and...
There was nothing between us. Hannikin Hare impressed my father with all his talk of noble blood. But I couldn't stand him, and I didn't want to...
So you didn't want him? I only asked because I...
That's village talk. Of course folk gossip.
Did Hare really commit...
God in heaven, how should I know? Anyway, it doesn't matter now.
That remains to be seen. What did you talk about in the wood?
I see Betty's mouth's been busy.
Don't blame her. I had to work hard to weasel it out of her. Now...
Oh, all right. Well, it seems Hannikin Hare's exile has addled his brain. He told me he'd go off with me, that he still loves me and nonsense like that.
And what about you?
What do you mean? I was so shocked, I couldn't even scream.
Is that all he told you?
He said if I change my mind, I'm to hang a garland of forget-me-nots on the house and wait for him at that place of ours.
Where was it you saw him?
I wish I could tell you. The whole thing was like a fever dream. I almost got lost trying to get out of the forest. Even if I remembered, it wouldn't be any use to you. Hannah...
That'll be everything.
God bless.
I want to talk... I want you to hang that...
But I don't want to go anywhere with him.
You don't have to go anywhere. But tell me.
On the way to Ujits. Back then, we used to meet by the great big beech tree, right next to the wayside shrine. There's a lovely view there, you see.
And what time will he be waiting there for you?
At dawn. What are you going...
Never you mind. The main thing is it will all get sorted out. And that's all that matters, isn't it?
I suppose so.
That'll be everything.
Take care.
What was that?
I'm here to find out.
Well, ask away.
Blacksmith Betty saw people feasting in the woods, and she says that...
Nothing. I was...
And I don't suppose you'll tell me who was?
No, because
I heard you...
Look here.
I will, do...
What?
Maybe not. That'll do me. I'm here to find out... That'll do me. I hear there's...
I don't have time.
May the Lord watch over you. Clear off before I have you thrown out. Yeah. 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 Let's see what you can sniff. See. Let's see. Yeah.
Hey, mit csinálsz ott?
Hey!
Mi az ott? Olyan és.
Ki vagy?
Itt épp egy malacka tévedt a disznőlésre. Nem hiszem el. Emberek! Vigyázat! Vigyázz! Itt az ellenség!
Istenét!
Riadó!
Na gyere, te
Ott van
gyáva!
egy a szemetek közül! Vigyázzatok vele!
Hajdamba! Hallod?
Ja!